Hi Nick, I am Claire Haydar. I am the CEO of a company. It started in Ireland 5 years ago. I'm a future of work expert, and I have become that without trying to become that, just because I'm genuinely interested about people at work. More than 75% of our business was actually coming from the US, which is why I'm here today. Didn't ever think that this would become home for me. The company is actually what essentially took me on the adventures. I try to impact humanity, to leave it in a better place, you know, when I'm not here anymore one day. And coming back to why I started the company, work and education are two areas that are big passions for me, you know, because I believe those are two things where you can genuinely impact humanity in a big way. I grew up in Africa, but my dad was born in Zambia. My grandparents lived in Zimbabwe. Essentially, aviation was a very big part of their life because the areas that they lived in were completely inaccessible by road. I've got like slideshow like images of my grandparents and my dad like literally digging roads, you know, just to get like Land Rovers and stuff through. So aviation was always a big part of our family because of actual access to things, particularly like in the early 90s. It was still so cost prohibitive for anybody to actually fly out of Africa. It was like a major thing. And my parents saved up and took me to Europe when I was 5 years old, and it was a major thing. Like, to give you an idea, the whole family came to the airport to say goodbye to us. Growing up, I think my biggest influence around aviation and where the passion for me actually started was my cousin. He was part of the South African Air Force, and he was a fighter jet pilot. And he's telling you, I'm the dude in the plane and I'm the one doing all those crazy tricks in the sky. And I was just like, this is so cool. I just fell in love with it, and I wanted to do it. It became like a bucket list item, like right up there. So that's where it started. I never underestimated how hard it would be. I knew it would be hard. And when I say hard, it's not hard in terms of like super technical and things like that, but there's a lot to learn. There's two things that surprised me most. I think it's how many variables there are that you have to multitask across and actually master. And then related to that is the actual process of learning to fly, how each of those variables, like your instructor, you're mine, Nick, you know, you've sat with me in the cockpit. What you guys have always consistently said is, it will come, just focus on one thing, and it's like a building block, you know. And it's been incredible to watch how the human mind puts all of those blocks together, and all of a sudden one day you're like, I'm flying the plane.